I'm Dr. K. Sharda, working as Assistant Professor of Mathematics in Government City College, Nayapur, Hyderabad. Today I am going to explain you about Lagrange's interpolation, about Joseph Louis Lagrange. Joseph Louis Lagrange from 1736 to 1813, from a short account of the history of mathematics in 1908 by W. W. Roosbaum. Joseph Louis Lagrange, the greatest mathematician of the 18th century, was born at Turin on January 25th, 1736 and died at Paris on April 10th, 1813. Lagrange is a very great mathematician. So we are now going to learn about Lagrange's interpolation formula. Before that, we should know what is interpolation. What is interpolation? Suppose you have a given data, given x naught, y naught, x1, y1, so on, xn, yn. Find the value of y at a value of x that is not given in the data. We use interpolation. So you know the set of data you have available, x naught, y naught, x1, y1, xn, yn. So we are going to find out the value of y at a value of x that is not given in the data. So we are going to find out that value. See here, this is the data, x naught, y naught, x1. We are going to find out the value of y, that is f of x, at some value which is not given in the data. We use the interpolation concept. Okay. We have two types of interpolations. We have extrapolation and interpolation. Extrapolation means we are going to find out the value which is outside of this data. Then we call it as extrapolation. Okay. Next, the derivation of Lagrange's interpolation formula. Let x naught, x1, xn be the n plus 1 values of x which are not necessarily equally spaced. This is very, very important. So if the data is not equally spaced, also is, you know what is equally spaced. Suppose you have a data like this, 2, 10, 4, 15, 6, 18, like that. So you observe the x values 2, 4, 6, they're equally spaced because the difference is 2, 2, 2, 2. Suppose you have the data like this, 2, 10, 5, 15, 7, 18. So 2, 5 difference is 3, 5, 7 difference is 2. So that means the x naught, x1, x2, xn values are not equally spaced there. So that is the meaning of y not equally spaced. So let x naught, x1, xn be the n plus 1 values of x which are not necessarily equally spaced. Let y naught, y1, yn be the corresponding values of y is equal to f of x. So corresponding to x naught, the value is y naught, x1 corresponding y1, and xn corresponding values are yn. Since the interpolation polynomial must use all the ordinates y naught, y1, y2, yn, it can be written as a linear combination of these ordinates. Let the polynomial of degree less than n can be written as p of x is equal to L naught of x into f of x naught plus L1 of x into f of x1 plus L2 of x into f of x2, so on, Ln of x into f of xn. We are considering a polynomial which satisfies this given data. Okay, so this is L naught of x into f of x naught is y naught, L1 of x, f of x1 is nothing but y1, so on, Ln of x into yn, where Li of x is a polynomial of degree n. The polynomial fits the given data exactly, that is at x is equal to x naught. So this polynomial will process these points. So at x is equal to x naught, this polynomial become p of x naught, means that is y naught. That is in the place of x substitute x naught, L naught x naught y naught, L1 x naught y1, L2 x naught y2, so on, Ln x naught yn. So in the left hand side you have y naught. To satisfy this given equation, what it should be? This L naught x naught, suppose if it is 1 into y naught is equal to y naught. The remaining all the value should be 0. So this is true only when L naught x naught is equal to 1. The remaining all other values are 0 when except at I is equal to 0. That means L naught x naught is 1. But all other values of I which is not equal to 0, it becomes 0. So this polynomial, because it satisfies the given data, so at x is equal to x naught, it becomes y naught. So right hand side also, if it is y naught, means it should be 1 and all remaining value should be 0. So that is y naught is equal to the same. So at the general point, so it's if you substitute x is equal to x naught, you got this. Suppose at the general point x is equal to xi, so yi is equal to In the place of x, you are substituting xi. So L naught xi y naught, L1 xi y1, Li xi yi, Ln xi f of xn. So it is yi. So here also yi. To satisfy this, what should be this one? Li xi of 1 is equal to 1. 1. The all remaining term should be 0. That means for all of that, see here, Li of xi. So generally, Li of xi is equal to 1. The remaining all other values are 0 when I is equal to 1 to I minus 1 to n. Except I, remaining values for all other values, it should be 0. So that he is explaining here. Li xj, when both Li xi both are same, it is 1. If both are not same, it is 0. So it is general is explaining. So Li of, if both the coordinates are same, you will get 1. If they are different, Li of x1 0, Li of x2 0, Li of x3 0, so on, Li of xn is 0. So if these both are different, you will get 0. If both are same, you will get 1. That is explaining here. Okay. So therefore, yi is equal to p of xi same. So the polynomials Lix which are degree n satisfy the following condition. If both are same, 1. Otherwise, it is 0. So now Li of x is equal to 0. So from where it is 0? At x0 it is 0, x1 0, xi minus 1 0. Except xi, all other values are 0. That means what? This x0, x1, xi minus 1, xi plus 1, xn. For all these values, this polynomial is becoming 0. That means what? This x0, x1, xi minus 1, xi plus 1, xn are the roots of this equation. So we can write, therefore, x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus xi minus 1, x minus xi plus 1, x minus xi are nothing but they're all the factors of Lix. The product of these factors is a polynomial of degree n. So Li of x is equal to k into x minus x0, x minus x1, except xi, x minus xi minus 1, x minus xi plus 1, so on x minus xn, where k is a constant. This constant should be determined now. I think you are following. So what he's saying is, he has taken some data, very important. Lagrange's interpolation derivation is very important. So be careful. So take n values, n plus 1 values from x0 to xn. So it is n plus 1 values. So yes, we are taking a data x0, y0, x1, y1, so on. These are the given points, n plus 1 points. So you are assuming a polynomial to passing through these points like this, a polynomial. And this polynomial satisfy all the ordinates. So he is substituting 1 value at x is equal to x0. If it is satisfying this equation, means what? These are all 0, it is 1. Similarly, at x is equal to xi also, we are getting, if both are same, we are getting 1. Different values, it is 0. That means what? These are all factors of Li of x. So Li of x can be written as like this. Okay. So Li of xi is equal to 1. So in the equation, in the above equation, put x is equal to xi. Li of xi is equal to 1. That is k. Wherever x is there, put x is equal to xi in the above equation. In the above equation, what is that equation? Li of x is equal to k into x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus xi minus 1, x minus xi plus 1, so on, x minus xn. So in this equation, wherever x is there, put xi. See what you will get. K into, in the place of x, you are substituting xi. So k into xi minus x0, xi minus x1, xi minus xi minus 1, xi minus xi plus 1, so on, x minus xn. So in the equation, wherever x is there, he is substituting xi. Okay. Therefore, what is the value of k? K is equal to 1 by xi minus x0, xi minus x1, xi minus xi minus 1, xi minus xi plus 1, xi minus xn. This is the k value. Therefore, Li of x is equal to x minus x0 into x minus x1 into, so he's substituting in this. So Li of x is equal to, now you got the k value. He's substituting k value. Therefore, Li of x is equal to, here I'll write, Li of x is equal to k into x minus x0 into x minus x1 into, so on, x minus xi minus 1 into x minus xi plus 1 into so on x minus xn. This is equation. In this, substitute k value. What is your k value? Substitute this value. Substitute this value. What will happen? Li of x is equal to, what is the numerator? X minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus xi minus 1, x minus, this is x minus, sorry, x minus xi plus 1, x minus xn by, what is k value? Xi minus x naught, xi minus x1, xi minus xi minus 1, xi minus xi plus 1, so on xi minus xn. Okay, this is called, which are called Lagrange's fundamental polynomials, and p of x is called Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. Okay, so substituting this L0, L1, L2, L3, L1 in the starting equation, that is this one. If you substitute the values in this equation, in this equation, because you got the values of L0 of x, L1 of x, L2 of x, Ln. Generally he has written Li of x. So if you substitute the values here, you will get a polynomial. That polynomial is called Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. See, Li of x. If you substitute I is equal to 0, you will get L0 of x. If you substitute L is equal to 1, you will get L1 of x, L2 of x, L3 of x. Calculate all these values and substitute in this polynomial. This polynomial. L0 of x, L1 of x, L2 of x, in this. Substituting the values in this polynomial, you will get a polynomial that is called Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So substituting, I'll write here. Substituting Li of x in for I is equal to 0, 1, 2, so on n in the equation p of x is equal to L0 of x y0, L1 of x y1, L2 of x y2, so on Ln of x yn, which are called Lagrange's fundamental polynomials, and p of x is called Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So this is the derivation of Lagrange's interpolation formula. Hope you understood this. It's a very, very easy and very, very important. Okay. Now we will solve some problems on Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay. Hope you understood what is Lagrange's interpolation formula. So see, what is your f of x here? Cubed root of x minus 1. Okay. And what are their initial values? X0 is 1, x1 is 1.25, and x2 is 1.6. Okay. If you know x0, x1, x2, next term what you have to find out? Y0. Y0 is equal to cubed root of 1 minus 1, that is 0. Y1 is cubed root of 1.25 minus 1. That is how much he has given this one? 0.6299605249. Next, Y2 cubed root of 1.6 minus 1. That is 0.8434326653. Okay. So these are the values. Y0, Y1, Y2. Next. Okay. Now we are going to, what is our problem is, we have to find out problem is find out the interpolating polynomial of degree 1, 2, 3 at 1.4. This is your problem. This is your x. What you see, 1 at 1.25, at 1.6, the data is given. At 1, 1.25, 1.6, this is the values. He is asking the value at 1.4. So your x is 1.4. Okay. And he is asking find the interpolating polynomial of degree 1, 2, 3. So that means you have to find out 3 polynomials. Suppose if this is not mentioned, to find the interpolating polynomial of degree 1, 2, 3, find the interpolating polynomial passing through this values. Then you directly write the interpolating polynomial for degree 3 and find the answer. Okay, be careful in this. So interpolating polynomial of degree at most 1. I am writing interpolating polynomial for degree 1 is p1x is equal to, so I am taking only two values, x1, x2. X minus x2 by x1 minus x2 into y1 plus x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 into y2. Okay, so I am taking only two values and I am finding the interpolating polynomial of degree at most 1. So considering the points 1.25 and 1.6, p1 of x is equal to, so this is x1, this is x2. So x minus 1.6 by 1.25 minus 1.6. So substitute all the values in this equation. I am writing only first degree polynomial. So x minus your x2 is 1.6, your x1 is 1.25, your x2 is 1.6, and your y1 is, it is already there, 0.62 something. So x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 into y2 is already there here. So he has substituted this one and he got, by simplifying this, you will get some value. And this is nothing but what he is doing is here is nothing but already f of 1.4 is there. See, f of 1.4 is in the cube root of x minus 1. He has substituted 1.4 and he got some value. This is actual value. This is wherever x is there, substitute 1.4. Wherever x is there, substitute 1.4. You will get some value. So the difference between that value and this value, you will get 0.00. This is called error. So this is the error term. Okay. Whatever value we got from interpolating polynomial, this is actual functional value. The difference between these two are called error term. Okay. Next, interpolating polynomial of degree at most 2 points is taking. So x minus x1 into x minus x2 into y naught by x naught minus x1 into x naught minus x2, x minus x naught into x minus x2 by x1 minus x naught into x1 minus x2 y1, x minus x naught into x minus x1 by x2 minus x naught into x2 minus x1 y2. So three values he has considered. So of degree at most 2 he is taking. So your y naught is 0. So this will, you won't get this term. And you know what is x1, x2, y naught, y1, y2. So substitute those values here. And this is the function value you will get. Okay, this is your second degree polynomial. See here, the term is x square. This is second degree polynomial. The previous one is the first degree polynomial. Only x. This is first degree polynomial. And in the place of x is equal to 1.4, if you substitute, whatever value you will get, that is the second degree polynomial of 1.4. So P2 of 1.4 is, if you substitute it, you will get this 0.816944669. In the previous polynomial, in this, if you take the calculator and substitute x is equal to 1.4, you will get this. The difference between f of 1.4 and P2 of 1.4 is this 0. This is error term. Okay. This is about second degree polynomial. Okay. Next. So because these are the three terms, we'll get only 2 degrees. Degree 1 and degree 2. We won't get degree 3, sorry. Degree 1 and degree 2 degrees only we'll get. Okay. So this is degree 1 and this is degree 2, at most 2. So these are the two answers we'll get. This is one problem. See the next one. F of x is equal to log base 10 3x minus 1. Your x naught is 1. Your x1 is 1.25. Your x2 is 1.6. So what is y naught? Log 3 into 0. So 3 into 1. Log 2 value base 10. This is base 10. Be careful. And y1 is f of 1.25 log 3 into 1.25 minus 1 base 10. This is the value you will get. Next 1.6, that is 3 into 1.6 minus 1 base 10. That is this value. So now you have x naught, x1, x2, and you have y naught, y1, y2. What is the value we have to find out? Find out the value f of 1.4 by using Lagrange's interpolation formula. This is your question. Interpolation formula. Okay. So your f of 1.4 actual value, this is actual value means log 3 into 1.4 minus 1 by 10. This is your actual value. Next, P1x, first degree polynomial. How will you get first degree polynomial? By taking 1.25 and 1.6. So that is x minus 1.6 by 1.25 minus 1.6 into 0.43 plus x minus 1.25 by 1.6 minus 1.25 into this value. So this is P1 of x, that is 0.40. By simplifying this, you will get this value. By substituting x is equal to 1.4, you will get this is P1 of 1.4. Okay. So he's taking this is x1 and this is x2, x minus x1 by x1 minus x2 into f of x1, x minus x2 by x2 minus x1 into f of x2. So direct first degree polynomial is applying and find out the values. Okay. And substituting x is equal to 1.4. So absolute error means the functional the absolute value of the functional value minus whatever value we got. So what is f of 1.4? 0.50, this one minus this value. So the difference of this value is this. This is your error term, absolute error. Okay. So find the error means this is your error, 0.00562. Next, you have to find out the second degree polynomial. So what is second degree polynomial? Suppose you have the points x0, x1, x2. You have y0, y1, y2. What is Lagrange's polynomial for this one? X minus x1 into x minus x2 by x0 minus x1 into x0 minus x2 into y0 plus x minus x0 into x minus x2 by x1 minus x0 into x1 minus x2 into y1 plus x minus x0 into x minus x1 by x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1 into y2. So this is the Lagrange's polynomial. Because you will get second degree polynomial, we'll call it as P2 of x. So be remember, this is about P2 of x. Now you know what is x1, what is x2, what is x0. Your x0 is 1. Your x1 is 1.25. Your x2 is 1.6. And what is your y0, y1, y2? See here it is. Your y0 is 0.0. This is your y0. And this is your y1. This is your y2. So in this formula, wherever x1, x2, x0, x2 is there, in this substitute your x0, x1, x2 is 1, 1.25, 1.6 and y0, y1, y2 is this. By substituting, you will get this value. See, he has substituted, see, x minus x1, 1.25. So x0 is 1, x1 is 1.25, x2 is 1.6. So x minus x1 into x minus x2 by x0 minus x1 into x0 minus x2 into y0. This is our y0 term. Next, x minus x0 into x minus x2 by x1 minus x0 into x1 minus x2 into y1. This is your y1 term. X minus x0 into x minus x1, x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1 into y2. This is your y2. So by simplifying this, or you directly substitute 1.4 wherever x is there. No need to write this term also. Directly put x is equal to here. Directly put 1.4 and simplify this equation, you will get this answer. No need to simplify this. So we need a value 1.4. Just substitute 1.4 wherever x is there. And by simplify it, you will get 0.5071220629. The difference between this value and this is 0.0019. This is absolute error. Next, One more problem for the given function. For the given function f of x, at x naught is 0, x1 is equal to 0 0.6 and x2 is 0 point. Construct interpolating polynomials of degree at most 1, at most 2, approximate f of 0 0.45 and find the absolute error. See, the problem is given very clearly, 1 and 2. If you have 3 points, remember, you will get 1, 2 degree polynomials only. If you have 4 values, then you will get third degree polynomial also. So what is your x naught here? So one is for cos x is asking, one is for 1 plus x. Two problems are there in this. So f of x is equal to cos x. Your x naught is 0, x1 is 0 0.6, x2 is 0 0.9. Your y naught is cos 0, 1. Y1 is cos 0 0.6. Put your mode in the radians. When in the scientific calculator, do this problem, your mode should be radian mode. Cos 0 0.6. F2 means cos 0 0.6. That is 0.8253. This is cos 0.9 value. Okay, this is actual value. This is cos 0.45. This is the value according to your function. Okay, this is only for absolute error only we'll take. Okay, next P1x by taking the points 0 and 0.6. He's taking these 2 points. Considering these 2 points, that is your wish. You take any 2 points, you will get a first degree polynomial. So he's taking x naught and x1. 2 points he is taking. So what is the P1 of x you will get for 1 point? X minus x1 by x naught minus x1 into y naught plus x minus x naught by x1 minus x naught into y1. This is the polynomial for 2 points. These 2 points is your wish. You can take these 2 or you can take x1, x2. That is your wish. Because first degree polynomial, we required only 2 points. You have 3 points, x0, x1, x2. You can take these 2 points or these 2 points, your choice. Take any 2. I am taking the first 2. So I am substituting, see, wherever x1, x2, x0 is 0, x1 is 0 0.6. I am substituting in this polynomial. See. P1 of x is x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus 0 0.6, x naught minus x1 into 1. So what are the values we are substituting here? We'll get this one. No need to do this also. Directly substitute x value 0 0.45. Directly substitute wherever x is there. Substitute 0 0.45. You will get this value. 0.86900171112. The difference between your polynomial and your functional value, the absolute value of this is your error, absolute error. So use the scientific calculator because I can't show you the calculator here. I have written the values, but use scientific calculator and check whether each and every value is correct or not. You should practice it. Okay, so take any 2 values, or instead of taking these 2, you can take the next 2 also and apply the formula and find the values. Next, I want to find out second degree polynomial. What is the second degree polynomial you will get? What is the formula? X minus x1 into x minus x2 by x naught minus x1 into x naught minus x2 into y naught plus x minus x naught, x minus x2 by x1 minus x naught, x1 minus x2 into y1 plus x minus x naught, x minus x1 by x2 minus x naught into x2 minus x1 into y2. This is the third degree polynomial. So in the place of x0, x1, x2, what we have to substitute? X0 is 0, your x1 is 0 0.6, your x2 is 0 0.9, your x is 0 0.45. Substitute all these values directly from this and substitute y0, y1, y2. Already it is there. See here, y0, y1, y2. So y0, y1, y2. Substitute that values in this equation. Just substituting the values, that's all. See how substituted. X minus x1, x minus x2, x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2. This is y0. X minus x0, x minus x1, x2, x minus x2, this is x minus x naught, x naught not x1, this is x minus x2, this is x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, this is y naught. Okay, similarly x minus x naught, x minus x2, x2 minus x naught, x2 minus x1 into y1 similarly. So whatever I have written here, you see in this substitute. Okay, just simply substitute and put x value is 0.45 directly wherever x is there, put 0.45, you will get this answer. The difference between the function value and this is the absolute error. So these are the two polynomials. Suppose in the problem they didn't mention about find the polynomials of degree at most 1 and 2. Directly is asked find the interpolating polynomial, fit the given data. Then what you have to do? Directly find this polynomial. Directly find the second degree polynomial. No need to find the first degree polynomial. So whatever data is given, to fit the data, we are finding a polynomial. Directly write this. Okay. Next problem, f of x is equal to root 1 plus x. Your values are 0, 0 0.6, 0 0.9, and y naught is root 1 plus 0, 1. Y1 is root 1 plus 0 0.6, and y2 is root 1 plus 0 0.9. So these are the values y naught, y1, y2. So when the problem is given, first you have to write the data x naught, x1, x2, y naught, y1, y2, and your f of 0.4y. This is need for absolute error, that is 1 plus 0.45. Okay, so p1 of x, I'm taking the first two functions. So what is the p1 of x? X minus x1 by x naught minus x1 into y naught, x minus x naught by x1 minus x naught into y1. This is about the p1 of x. And what is your x value? X value is 0.45. So substitute x value, x1 value, y naught value. Already the given data is there. Substitute it. So p1 of x is x minus 0.6 by 0 minus 0.6 into 1. X minus 0 by 0.6 minus 0 into 1.264911064. You will get this polynomial. Substitute x is equal to 0.45. You will get this. The difference between this value and value become 0.005476. This is your error, absolute error. Next, second degree polynomial. So this is your error, second degree polynomial. What is the formula for second degree polynomial? X minus x1 into x minus x2 by x naught minus x1 into x naught minus x2 into y naught, x minus x naught, x minus x1 by x1 minus x naught into, sorry, x minus x2, x1 minus x2 into y1 plus x minus x naught into x minus x1 by x2 minus x naught into x2 minus x1 into y2. So you know x1, you know x2, you know y naught, you know y2, you know y2. Substitute all these values. So p2 of x is equal to x minus 0.6 into x minus 0.9 into 0 by into 1 by 0 minus 0.6 into 0 minus 0.9 plus x minus 0 into x minus 0.9 by 0.6 minus 0 into 0.6 minus 0.9 into what is that value? 1.2649 1.2649 11064. Okay, next is the x minus 0 and x minus 0.6 by 0.9 minus 0, 0.9 minus 0.6 into how much? 1.373784 Okay, here it is cut. So you will get the second degree polynomial. You see x square second degree polynomial, wherever x is there substitute 0.45. Directly you substitute here 0.45, directly you will get this answer. Okay, no need to simplify x terms. Okay, so this is about Lagrange's interpolation to find out the second degree polynomial. The difference between this value and your function value gives your absolute error. So this is about Lagrange's interpolation formula. So I did two problems. The remaining problems like this, you can. There are so many problems are there. to try to solve the problems. This is the method to find the Lagrange's interpolation formula. So in the Lagrange's interpolation formula, what you have to remember is, what are the key points you have to remember? Lagrange's interpolation formula. So what is the formula for the first degree polynomial? Suppose you have only 2 points, then x minus x1 by x1 minus x0 into x0 minus x1, sorry, into y0 plus x minus x0 by x1 minus x0 into y1. This is first degree polynomial. Second degree polynomial means x minus x1 into x minus x2 by x0 minus x1 into x0 minus x2 into y0, x minus x0 into x minus x2 by x1 minus x0 into x1 minus x2 into y1 plus x minus x0 into x minus x1 by x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1 into y2. So this is second degree polynomial. Suppose they have asked to find out third degree polynomial. What is the answer you will get? X minus x1 into x minus x2 into x minus x3 by x0 minus x1 into x0 minus x2 into x0 minus x3 into y0 plus x minus x0 into x minus x2 into x minus x3 by x1 minus x0 into x1 minus x2 into x1 minus x3 into y1 plus x minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x3 by x2 minus x0 into x2 minus x1 into x2 minus x3 into y2. What is the last term you will get? X minus x0 into x minus x1 into x minus x2 by x3 minus x0 into x3 minus x1 into x3 minus x2 into y3. So you will get third degree polynomial. You see 3x are there. You will get a third degree polynomial, P3x. Similarly, you can find out Pn of x. This is the thing, the only thing you have to remember to doing the problems. If they ask, you have only 2 points, then you will get a first degree polynomial. You have 3 points, you will get a second degree polynomial. If you have 4 points, you will get third degree polynomial. So if they ask find out the Lagrange's interpolation formula, Lagrange's interpolation polynomial means substitute the given data in the polynomial, directly you will get the answer. Okay, this is about Lagrange's interpolation formula. The problem and derivation of Lagrange's interpolation, both are very, very, very important examination point of view. Thank you.